Well, Star is up in a room, and I'll tell you what, she is not too happy that you've posted guards outside the penthouse.
Tough. There's no way I'm gonna risk having Cole Thornhart show up here again. Try to convince Star not to press charges against him. Or worse.
You don't have to persuade me on that one, but she has got to go back to school eventually, Todd.
How are you feeling?
Better. No headache.
Good. Yeah, I checked in on you last night. Looked like you were sleeping peacefully.
You checked on me last night?
Mm-hmm. I hope you're gonna be well enough to testify today.
I think it will be.
Good. Because I want Spencer to get everything that's coming to him. Ready?
Yeah.
That better be you, Christian. Because I could fall madly in love with a man with hands like that.
You look so sexy in that suit.
Yeah, well, it's too bad you're not on the jury.
You're gonna win this case. And you know why?
Why?
Because you are brilliant at what you do.
I have to win. John spent most of his life trying to put his father's killer behind bars. I have to finish what he started before he died.
Hey. Hi. John's still not awake.
Yeah, well, he's been pretty heavily sedated, so he's probably gonna be out for a while.
Yeah. Marcy. You know, when Michael told me that John was alive, and all this time I'd been visiting thinking that it was Hugh, I
know, I'm really sorry. I know that you were good friends with Hugh.
Oh, I stopped by church this morning. I said a prayer.
He was a great guy.
Yeah, he was. But you know what? We are so blessed that John is alive, and I know that Hugh would want us to focus on that. So.
I'm just so excited. John's gonna be home soon. You know what? I'm gonna go talk to a surgeon and see when that's gonna be.
Yeah, you know, it might not be for a while. You know, I mean, he's in pretty bad shape, and he's definitely gonna need more surgeries.
You're right. I'm just a little over anxious here, obviously. You know, the thought of John coming home when I thought he'd never come home again, I just can't wait to get him home. But I guess what we have to focus on is that he is alive, and that's all that matters.
Natalie, have you thought about the fact that when Johnny comes to, he may not be the same person that he was before the accident?
So, it should be a fairly simple transaction. I set up the account several years ago with some money my daughter inherited. I mean, some money that I inherited.
I'm aware of that, Dr. Lord.
Well then, what's the holdup? I always intended for my daughter to have that money. It really should be very simple.
Dr. Lord,
Do it, please. There, isn't that the account on the screen?
yes, it is. But what I've been trying to say is, the way you set up this account, there's no way your daughter can see a penny of this money.
Lyson, you have no idea how happy I am to see another human being besides my mom or my dad or my brother. If it wasn't for you, I'd swear I'd go crazy.
But I'm bombing math. That's the second time I've cut out of class this week.
Well, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was worried about you. Star, what's going on?
My dad's threatening to transfer me out of Landview High.
No! Why? That's so unfair. What did you do?
I know. My dad treats me like a kid. Like, what I say doesn't matter. Like, he needs to protect me.
You'll do fine. Just stay away from jerks like Cole.
My mom seems to be listening to me. Maybe she'll persuade my dad or change his mind. I hope I see you in class soon.
Too.
Was everybody talking about it today, the party?
It was definitely headline news. Cole going crazy, getting arrested. He wasn't even in school today. He may be suspended, expelled even.
Court is now in session. All rise. Please be seated. Blair Kramer, you may retake the stand.
Thank you.
I remind you, Miss Kramer, you are still under oath.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for coming back today, Miss Kramer. I hope you're feeling better. When you were here testifying yesterday, before you fainted, you were telling us about having met the defendant at the hospital. Can you just refresh our memories and tell us again why you were there?
Yes. I was at the hospital because my son had a medical issue. And I was very frightened at the time, but it turned out to be nothing. And my son was being cared for by Dr. Truman.
And after this professional meeting, the defendant began to pursue you romantically, is that correct?
Yes.
And this romance
Ended. Done.
Why?
Because I realized he was a murderer.
Objection, Your Honor, please.
I have the DNA analysis right here, so thanks for putting a rush on it. I'll talk to you. Yeah.
Good time?
Sure. Yeah, glad you're here.
Apple turnovers.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. My picture.
I missed it. So I put it back.
That makes me extremely happy.
I thought we could have breakfast together before you head to the courthouse and I go over to the hospital to see Hugh. Got apple turnovers and I got coffee. Good coffee. I had the best sleep I've had in a long time because the skin grafts are done. And today I'm going to see his beautiful face again.
Honey, sit down. Okay? Please.
Okay.
There's something that I have to tell you.
What do you mean John's not going to be the same, Michael? Is he going to be all right or not?
Listen, he may come out of this totally fine. I mean, in recent years, there have been unbelievable advances in skin graft technology. Even so, his face and his body have been severely burned. So, in layman's terms, he may not look exactly normal.
You're not telling me anything I don't know.
Yes, I know. I'm sure you've done your research.
Okay, so why are you going on and on about this?
But I think basically what I'm trying to tell you here is that John is going to need a considerable amount of care. Not just from his doctors, not just from his friends and family, but from his loved ones.
I know this, Michael.
Natalie, please, for once, would you just listen to me?
Okay, you know what? I'm not trying to be unkind, Michael, but if you think that I actually give a damn about what John looks like or how much help he is going to need, I'm going to be by his side every waking minute. And I'm going to take care of him as long as it takes.
That's if he'll let you.
If he'll... You think that John will want me to help him? You think he's going to push me away?
We're talking about my brother. It's a definite possibility.
I won't let him.
I know you won't. Look, I've been around a lot of patients who've gone through catastrophic experiences. Now, some people become very embittered and resentful. But others look at it as a second chance for life, a chance to do things differently, better, a chance to make every moment count as if it was their last.
Well, I guess when you have gone through an experience like what John's gone through, something's bound to change.
This is outrageous. This money is my daughter's inheritance. That is, it is money that I always intended for her to have.
The account is an irrevocable trust, Dr. Lord, with asset protection for 10 years.
10 years? Why, that means I wouldn't be able to touch the money until...
2014. You set it up this way, Dr. Lord.
What was I thinking? Oh, that's right. I remember what I was thinking. I wanted to be certain that my then fiancé, David Vickers, was marrying me for love. I wanted David to be denied access to the money, not me.
I'm sorry.
Sorry does not begin to cut it. I always intended for my daughter to have that money. It's just, at the time, I thought that she was too young and too reckless to be able to manage such a large amount. I was being protective. That's why I took control of my daughter's money.
You did what?
Yo, Rex.
Roxy, whoa.
You want to finish that sentence? Whoa, Roxy, you look like $1 million. Or, whoa, Roxy, you look like hell.
No, you look great, fine. What are you doing out so early?
What are you doing out so late? Speaking of hell, what's going on with you?
I have a dilemma.
Hey, I'm not going to have to give you one of my kidneys, am I?
There's nothing physically wrong with me. I've just been playing What Would You Do If, that's all.
I like that game. And Sue can play that with me. All right. So, hit me with a big what if.
Okay. Well, there's this little boy who has these good people who love him very much, but they're not his biological parents.
Got it. The adopted parents who love him very much, and they love him with all of their heart.
But at the same time, the kid has a living biological parent who wants him back.
For all the wrong reasons, I betcha.
Well, yeah, actually. This parent would not be as good an influence on the kid as the others.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
Guess again, Toots. Not only do I know what the hell you're talking about, but I know exactly what you need to do.
I'm sure Cole's mom will fight for him.
It's not up to her. The school board has to have a meeting about it. It's a really big deal.
Like I didn't know that.
You said you wanted to know what was going on, right?
Yeah, but I could deal without the play-by-play.
Okay, I'll stick to the facts. There's an assembly for the whole school this afternoon to talk about parties and steroids and all the other things that kids do to screw up our lives. Should be hilarious. I'm sorry, okay, just the facts. Forgot. Here's one. Cole got kicked off the football team.
What? No, football is his life.
Well, he shouldn't have blown it by doing drugs.
He didn't mean to. Langston, a lot of athletes take steroids and they don't know what it'll cause.
Wait, are you defending him? You sound like a newspaper article.
I've been reading up.
Just look under L for loser.
He didn't mean to hurt me. Roid rage, it's a real thing.
Star.
He didn't...
You're not thinking of forgiving him, are you?
Your Honor, please. This is conjecture on Ms. Kramer's part.
Sustained. The jury will disregard the witness's last statement. Please continue, Ms. Williamson.
Of course, Your Honor. Miss Kramer, did the defendant ever say anything to you that led you to believe he had something to do with Thomas McBain's death?
Yes, he did.
Please explain.
When Spencer's brother David was arrested for the murder, Spencer admitted to me that he always took advantage of his little brother all of his life.
I see. And Ms. Kramer, how did you become involved in the police investigation of the defendant?
During the course of my relationship with Dr. Truman, I found a photo of Spencer and his father, in which Spencer was holding the gun that was used to shoot Thomas McBain.
The witness is referring to the photograph already entered into evidence, Exhibit K. You remember this photograph, right, ladies and gentlemen?
And when I found the photo, I handed it right over to the police.
Did this photograph of the defendant with the murder weapon help lead the police to the murder weapon?
Yes, it did.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kramer. No further questions at this time.
Go easy on her. She still may not be well.
My job is to save your life. Let me do what I need to do. Good morning, Miss Kramer. Glad to see you're feeling better today. Miss Kramer, can you please tell the jury, how many times did you and Dr. Truman make love?
Objection?
Adriana, I was just explaining to
I've
this...
heard enough.
No, you couldn't possibly.
No, I get it. My money, the money I was going to use to start my company, to realize my dream, is gone.
No, it is not gone. I put it into trust to protect it for you. In fact, I came here today expressly to have the money moved into your account.
Oh, right when I told you I was going to withdraw it. What a coincidence.
Ladies, if I may interject.
No, you may not.
Let him speak.
What I was going to say is...
I don't want you to say anything. What I want you to do is to please leave us alone. My daughter and I need to talk privately.
No, stay. Tell me exactly what is going on with my money.
All I know is it's in an account for Dr. Lord, and I do think I should leave you ladies alone to discuss this. It is a family matter after all.
All right. I am going to write you a check for the entire amount that is in this trust account, and, give it to you. No harm done.
No harm? You want to write a check to ease your guilt over ripping off your own daughter?
Oh, what is it? You're scaring me.
There's been a terrible mistake.
A mistake?
The man that you've been visiting in the hospital, it's not your son. It's not you.
I don't understand.
It's John McBain.
What?
John was misidentified.
So, you mean John's alive? Well, that's wonderful. Oh my God. What? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. No.
Langston, my mother had to forgive my father for doing something awful, or else they would have never gotten together.
I know.
Yeah, I know you know. So does everybody at Landview High, thanks to Brittany and her stupid slideshow. Oh my God, does everyone know the details now? That the person who my dad did that to is Cole's mom.
I'm so sorry.
I can't believe this. Do you know how much this sucks? Do you have any idea?
Star, I don't care about your dad or Cole's mother or anything else that happened like a gazillion years ago. I care about you and about what happened the other night. You are so lucky that you just got away with a ripped shirt. Cole could have really hurt you.
Someone's having me. It's Cole. Thinking of you. You should know I'm the guy from Halloween, not the jerk from the party.
This is ridiculous, Your Honor, and how in the world is it relevant?
Your Honor, I'm simply trying to establish for the jury the relationship between Ms. Kramer and the defendant. which I believe is relevant to the witness's testimony.
How does knowing how many times people have had sex help to establish their relationship? Surely the jury understands that even in a failed relationship, and most specifically in abusive relationships, the sexual activity is often high.
Objection overruled. You may continue, Mr. Casey.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll repeat the question, Miss Kramer. How many times did you and Dr. Truman make love?
I didn't keep count, Mr. Casey.
Well, approximately then. Would you say it's 100 times, 200 times? I mean, after all, you're an attractive young couple. You've been together for a couple of months. Is it safe to assume that you made love 2 times a week? 3 times a week? Answer the question,
Yes.
Miss Kramer. Yes, what?
2, 3, I don't know.
So it's safe to assume that you made love many times?
Yes.
Ms. Kramer, at any point in your relationship, were you in love with Dr. Truman?
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC. Adriana, this isn't the way it seems.
It never is with you.
I put the money aside for you. I put it in trust. That's the only reason why it can't be touched for a few years.
So, you put my money in a trust without my knowledge or permission.
I was keeping it safe for you.
You stole my money.
I did not. I put it into a trust. I was doing it for your welfare.
Of course. The multi-purpose excuse for every mean and destructive thing you do. It was just for your welfare. That's why I tried to destroy your relationship. That's why I hired that nut job to stalk you.
I will make it up to you. Adriana, I swear I will. I will write you a check for whatever money that you need.
No, you will not,
put it into
okay?
your account.
I don't want your money. It's tainted. Everything you touch is repulsive.
Adriana.
I don't want anything from you.
Well, then, how will you get the money to start your business?
I'll figure it out. I'm resourceful.
Like mother, like daughter?
Please don't say that again, or I think I might puke. I am nothing like you, Dorian. I am not petty or spiteful, vengeful or sneaky. And I would never hurt the people I should love the most. I would rather die first.
Like mother, like daughter.
How do you know who I'm talking about?
Hello? Hello? I was there, remember?
You were...
It was me. It was me, right?
Look, Roxy, you don't...
I was the real parent, and I gave away that little angel towhead, that be you, to someone else to raise, namely Aunt Corinne.
But I wasn't... Okay. Let me ask you. Did you ever question your decision to let somebody else raise your son?
Who decided? You were taken away from me.
Right, dumb question. You had no say in it.
I wanted to keep you so bad, my little sack of sugar. That's what I used to call you, my little sack of sugar. Just wanted to hold you in my arms till the end of time. But that wasn't what I was best at, being a mother. As Natalie can tell you.
So, do you think letting Aunt Corinne raise me was the right thing to do?
Well, she could give you things that I couldn't. Like a clean house, like 3 squares a day. Like a family who celebrated all the holidays together. But there wasn't one day that I didn't think about you. And there wasn't one day that I didn't get up in the morning staring at your baby picture from the first thing in the morning till I hit the bottle, till I hit the sack at night. So giving you to Corinne, I think that was the best thing for everybody.
Look, I know what the best thing for everyone is. But is it the right thing?
Since when does that matter to you so much?
Hey. I'll see you later.
I'll be here.
Hey, listen, I really think that this is something that we should keep between us, at least until Hugh's family's been notified.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. This is a miracle, Johnny. This is a miracle.
I won't let you push me away, John.
I'll repeat the question. Were you in love with Dr. Truman?
No, I was not.
And yet you were engaged to be married to him, weren't you?
I never intended to marry Dr. Truman. I accepted his proposal because I needed to search for evidence against him.
But you did tell him that you loved him, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
So you're a liar.
Objection. The witness is not on trial here.
I'm simply trying to establish the credibility of the witness.
Overruled. Proceed, Mr.
I'm not a liar. Spencer took advantage of my vulnerability when the man that I really loved was taken away from me because Spencer set Todd up.
Your vulnerability notwithstanding, Miss Kramer, did you or did you not have feelings for Spencer Truman?
Yes,
Objection. The witness has already answered that question.
Because Spencer took every opportunity to make me hate Todd. So yeah, I thought that I loved him. But I was confused and hurt. And Spencer, he was messing with my head.
Objection,
and I should have
Your
listened
Honor.
to my heart. Because I still love Todd. I will always love Todd. I love you, Todd.
Objection. May I approach?
That won't be necessary, Miss Williamson. Miss Kramer, you will answer only the questions that are posed to you. Do you understand?
I was asked to tell the whole truth, and everything I said just now is true.
The same way everything you said on the stand was true when you accused another former fiancé, Todd Manning, of rape?
Objection. Objection. Your Honor.
I hope you are okay. And no, I will be sorry forever.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Langston, I'm not joking. What should I do? I'll show you what to do. There. You're sorry? You should be. You bastard. I hate you.
What?
And I don't want
Langston,
to see
what are you writing?
ever again.
Langston, no! You sent it? Why would you do that?
Because it's the right thing to do, Star. Look, I know it's really crappy when you really like a guy and he turns out to be a dumb jock, steroid-using perv, but it's better you find out who he was now before you started to really like him.
That's just it, Langston. I don't know exactly who he is.
No? Then I suggest you dig up that ripped shirt from the trash. That should enlighten you. Listen, I gotta go. I can only get away with saying I was throwing out for one class. I'll text you in French. See you in school?
Yeah, thank you for coming.
No problem.
Don't do this to me.
Oh, what am I doing? You listen to me, and you listen to me hard. Do not lay any more guilt on me. I've had enough of it as it is. Look what you've done to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Roxy, I was not trying to make you upset. I totally get why you gave me up. It was out of love.
Damn straight it was.
My only regret is that I didn't get to spend a lot of my childhood with you. Or Natalie. Because you're both cool people.
So we're spending a lot of time together now. Aren't you happy about that?
You know I am.
And here's a really cool thing. You grew up and you're great, so I can't screw you up anymore.
You're right. People can find each other later in life, and there's nothing that can be done about what happened.
I love you so much it hurts.
Well, me too, Rox.
Is this game over? Because I gotta go to bed.
Game's over.
Good. Okay. I'll see you, Tito. Who won?
No one yet. But I think I know what my next move needs to be.
I didn't have any time with him.
I'm so sorry, Paige.
His adoptive parents, do they know?
I just got confirmation, and it's standard procedure for one of our officers to call the family.
Oh, no, it's too impersonal. I'm gonna call them. Samantha. It's Paige.
Objection, Your Honor. The state is not yet trying the defendant for alleged crimes against Todd Manning, and therefore bringing them up is misleading.
Objection sustained. I will allow the comment to be recorded. However, I will warn you, Mr. Casey, to restrict your questions and your comments to the details of this case.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Redirect, Miss Williamson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Kramer, one further question. Did you at any time have reason to believe that the defendant was capable of murder?
Yes.
And when was that?
When he tried to kill me.
So that's a lie, boy. You know it.
I'd love to keep him quiet, Mr. Casey.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would now like to present into evidence Exhibit R. This is an article that appeared in the Sun. Ms. Kramer, can you tell us when this article appeared?
Yes, I can. It was the morning after the night Spencer Truman tried to strangle me.
Thank you, Ms. Kramer. You may sit down. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the prosecution rests.
There has to be some way around this. There have to be special circumstances whereby one can access the account.
There are none, I'm sorry. But the good news is you're quite solvent, Dr. Lord.
Yippee.
That doesn't please you?
I know that you're a banker, but even you have to concede that there are more important things than money.
Yes, that's true. But it certainly does help. Excuse me.
What a shallow man. He is right, though. Money does help. Yeah, I could put my life back together, even if it takes every penny I have.
Hey. Hey. I was just thinking about you.
You were?
Yeah, I was thinking about how lucky I am to have you in my life.
Well, you may not think you're so lucky once you hear my news.
What news?
I'm broke.
Really? Well, no worries. I just went to the cash machine.
Rex, I mean, I'm broke.
Broke? Oh.
My mother stole my inheritance.
Uh-huh.
I'm serious.
No, I believe you.
Do you care? You still love me, right?
No. I don't. In fact, I've lost all interest.
I was afraid of that.
Actually, could you please leave? I prefer to be alone.
Sure.
Oh, I've changed my mind. I love you just as much, maybe more.
More, huh?
Yeah. Actually, I'm feeling kind of superior now.
Oh.
I mean, I may not be rich, but I do have $468 in my checking account alone.
I love you too, Rex. So much. So, did you decide what you're gonna do about Tommy?
Actually, I had a bump in with Roxy. She made things a little clearer for me.
Roxy?
She's like one of those savants sometimes.
So what are you gonna do?
I'll know right after I see Truman.
Todd, look, I know you heard some things that you didn't want to hear, and I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Let's go. All right.
Let go of
You betrayed me! I saved his life! I saved Jack's life! You betrayed me!
I love you, John McBain. Do you hear that? John? John.
Hey, Natalie.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
Marty's son tried to rape Star.
What? Tell me where Todd's son is.
I have to tell the truth, even if it breaks Marcy's heart.
John's alive.
John, you need to see the doctor.
I need you.